Well, a very warm welcome to this Christmas edition of the Goldmine Show. We are absolutely excited just to come to you. We thank God for you. He has kept you, my friend, and we are all almost seeing the end of 2020. It is a gift of life that we cannot take for granted, and we thank God that we are in this season. Man, I hope yesterday you had a great time over Christmas. As we come to you on Boxing Day, we want to still take the opportunity to wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and also taking the early opportunity to pray that 2021 will be a great year for you. Want to remind you to follow us on the Goldmine Show, my friend. Keep subscribing to it, man, and let's continue to build a great family of the Goldmine Show. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, my friend, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a pal that we want to build a great community of the Goldmine Show that continues to bring out the greatest energy inside of every single one of us. Now, today's show, my friend, is a reflections show, my friend. It's a reflection show. And you know what? I just thought I would just come through and just let you know, man, how did we begin the Goldmine Show? Why do we do the Goldmine Show? What is a Goldmine Show all about, man? When I think about the Goldmine Show journey, one of my greatest passions is people, and I just want to see us, and I want to call out the greatness in every one of us, because I'm a firm believer of the fact that there is greatness in every last one of us. There is greatness inside of us, and sometimes we doubt it, and sometimes we need to be reminded. Sometimes we just need to watch and listen to the story of someone else, reminding us of what their journey is, man. You know, when I think about the story we did with Pitson, man, he reminded us that in Form 1, out of the journey he used to be on what he called Tanabora. Tanabora, just bottom down there, the last 5 perpetually in class, my friend. But it was because of what he was going through, and he refused to allow that to define him. And over time, things turned around. And by the time he was finishing 4th, he was in the real Tanabora, all the way up there. And the thing is, that's a story of a gold mine, man, that reminds us that no matter how low you could be, no matter how broken you could be, you must never quit to believe that there is greatness inside of you. And that's what that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about calling out the greatness in people. And I'm passionate about reminding you that no matter what your circumstances are, don't quit on you, my friend. 2020, man, and I think I need to remove this so that I'm light enough just to do this. You know, 2020 has been one interesting year, and has been one of those years that may have dealt blows at you and blows this way on that other way. And it is possible, because of whatever the events of the year may have been, for you to just say, is there anything good that still can come out of this? But I want you to look around you, because the fact of the matter is, we will all remember 2020 for different reasons. For some, it probably left a scar in their lives. But for others, they will look at the scar as a sign of what they had to overcome through 2020. And you see, 2020 also became the year that I launched the Goldmine Show. And I must say to you, this has been a very passionate sport for me. It has been a very, very passionate sport for me, because I genuinely love people, and I genuinely want to see the greatness inside of every one of us. And I kept asking myself, how can I make a difference in 1, 2, 3 lives? I have done mentorship for some time. I was in a group we called Sense 101, and I have been a part of the council in that mentorship club. And it's just been exciting just to see the number of people that then we were able to speak to, the number of people that were able to benefit from that forum. And as COVID happened, then I asked myself, how then do I scale this? Because we probably can no longer gather as we used to. And the thing is this, I remained true to the goal, but I had to change the method. And because we could not gather as we used to, then this platform became an important platform to continue to propagate that particular goal and that particular agenda of investing in people. And today, when I look at it, I have been able to see quite a number of guests coming in and amazing stories shared on the Goldmine, man. I remember the very first show we aired was my good friend Sebi Cox Yes, Sego, good friend of mine, and you know, we just had this conversation. Sebi is a Kothe's sister, and she comes and says to me, you know what, Dennis, man, yes, Kothe is my sister, but I'm a different person altogether, and here is my journey. And she shared with us amazing 3 P's for anyone who wants to do anything great, man. And I remember them very well. She talks about packaging, she talks about positioning it, and she also talks about practicing it. And you know, these are great tenets, timeless tenets, and I want to encourage you just to go back and just check that show out, man. They're amazing tenets, because sometimes we sit back and we ask ourselves, how do I rise to greatness? How do I bring out the greatness in me? Well, you want to check that out. And she says, the starting point, understand who you are, understand what is your gifting. Rosalind Mwangi came back and told us your purpose is sometimes connected to your pain, and you want to just check out, what is this thing that you just can't hold yourself from, and this thing that you do and you feel very fulfilled, this injustice or whatever it is that you cannot stand, because then there must be a place of purpose within that whole conversation. And you also want to check that stuff out, man. She's an under 30 that has been to global stages, because then she found her place in cybersecurity and in cryptocurrency, and she has just moved with that thing out. And when I listen to stories like Cubby or Jesus, my friend, big show, my friend, and in case you still haven't watched, man, there is part 1 and there is part 2. You want to check both of them out. And you know, Cubby brings the reality of the fact that then a lot of our children sometimes, I mean, he started doing weed in class 3. Below 10, and by the time he was even hitting class 5, he was high like a kite on drugs, man. And he brings a turnaround story, my friend. I can't read the story here, man. Go and check it out, man. And today, when I see him together with his wonderful wife Miliwa Jesus, man, you look at where they've come from, and you look at where they are, and you look at the promise of where they are, man. I can only hope that you draw inspiration to know that there is nothing that is too difficult for our God, and it feels good to have brought stories like my good friend Pitson, when he talks about sometimes we yearn for success, and sometimes what we forget is that success sometimes can be more dangerous than no success at all, and you can't be larger than life. In fact, one of the greatest takeouts that I took from him is when he reminds us that after you there will be another, and therefore you've got to take your success in its stride. You've got to take it in humility, and you've got to then keep working. And in fact, he reminded us, you've got to trust the process even as you go through. Maybe you're building and you're not there yet, man. You can't quit, but just keep going through the process and trust God through the process. You will eventually get there. You just cannot quit. Stay true to your mission. Stay true to what your call is, but trust the process as well. And I think we've had amazing lessons just coming in. You know, I remember my good friend K-Mo, man, they got the giriri man. Amazing guy with his wonderful wife Rach, reminding us that gift, pick even the phone you've got, take a clip, begin to share it and begin to build it, and you don't need to wait for too much validation about it. I think if there's a guy you must believe in, it must be yourself. You must then free yourself from the need for too much validation. And I remember K-Mo and Rach for that particular lesson, and they remind us, man, don't be over processed with validation. Believe in you. Give yourself the gift of just believing in you, and believe in you, and begin to do your thing, and begin to take a step at a time, and keep on growing. Grow through the process. Look for mentors, as a Bishop James may have told us. Look for mentors that hold your hand in the area you want to grow in. And in 2021, even as you look forward to 2021, I think a lot of these lessons will come in extremely very handy. They'll come in handy. In fact, here is what I want to say to you as you go to 2021. Go believing in you. Go believing in God as well. I mean, believe in yourself and believe in what God has given you, and face the world with confidence. I said this in one of the shows, that then the world belongs to the confident, and you've got to just allow yourself to confidently go in and face 2021. Begin with the baby steps. Begin with those steps that you must take. As Kemo says, take that clip of yourself. post it out there, work with guys, and let guys support you. Find a team that also supports you and that also believes in yourself. I remember Chris Atemo that helped us to begin to package this show, and he says, refuse to be stereotyped. Don't be put in a box. Don't be caged. Find your space of freedom and be true to you. And when I think about it, ultimately, I think the greatest joy shall be ultimately when you refuse to be caged and you give yourself the freedom to become you, and you give yourself the liberty just to become you. You see, there is greatness in you, and just because you may have attempted before and it probably didn't work, didn't take away and negate the greatness inside of you. I hope you picked the lesson. I have said in life, I don't fail. It will either work my way, or I'll pick a lesson that helps me to do it better in the next time. And just because it probably didn't work your way doesn't mean there is no greatness inside of you. In fact, the last thing you can afford to do is quit on you. You just can't. And therefore, just because it didn't doesn't mean that there is no greatness inside of you. Sometimes sometimes our greatness may be covered in dust, but it is still greatness. Sometimes it is covered in brokenness, and you probably have gone through a breaking moment, but you're still packed up with gold. Sometimes it is covered in discouragement and whatever that is, but you still have that gold on the inside of you. And we cannot quit. Just reminding you of the fact that you just can't quit on you, my friend. You just simply cannot quit on you. How would you quit on you when generations behind you that will come after you are looking up on you? How do you quit when God has laid the greatness inside of you? And how do you quit when you have a lot more people that look up to you and their strength is drawn from your own journey? How do you quit? I mean, we cannot quit. What I do know, though, for sure, is that every great man has gone through those breaking moments, and every great man that you look up to, and even a lot of the people you admire, has had to battle it out and toughen it out and walk through those difficult moments and decide and resolve that they cannot quit. And therefore, man, don't think that they are where they are because they had it easy. In fact, I think it was Pitson who must have said a lot of the billionaires today, may have even almost been auctioned at a different time and so on and so forth. So they're not where they are because it was easy. But I think the resolve to succeed, the resolve to follow their hearts, their resolve in the greatness that is resident inside of them was greater than the external challenge. And therefore, I challenge us, even as we go into 2021, man. Pick all those. And in fact, during this holiday season, can I just invite you just to watch quite a number? I mean, we have a whole lot of episodes out there. Just take your time, even as you reflect about the year that has been, and even as you project into the year that is coming. Can I just invite you, just take your time and just watch all those many beautiful Goldmine Show episodes, man. I mean, I remember people like George Roshori's conned of $5 million Bob and how to bounce back. Today, he's the largest real estate business that we can think about in the country, and doing big things, big things. And he's had a setback. All of us have had a setback. 2020 for some of people may have been a setback, but I want to say to you, you have the resilience and the greatness inside of you to rebound from whatever that setback must have been. And therefore, as I reflect and as I come to the close of the year, and as I reflect about the Goldmine Show, I couldn't be more grateful that I've had the opportunity, and as a Goldmine family, that we've had the opportunity just to come and encourage you and to remind you and to become that cheering voice. But I know in one of those episodes I said, I will be your biggest cheerleader, man, and I continue to sign myself up to be your biggest cheerleader, man. If no one else is cheering you, man, turn on the Goldmine Show, find your cheering squad right there, because I will be your chief cheerleader, my friend. I will be, and I have offered myself pro bono, my friend. I will be your biggest cheerleader. And as I reflect, therefore, on what the Goldmine journey has been, I think it has been absolutely gratifying for us just to come to you every single week for the last couple of months, just with one voice, to remind you of this very important message, that there is greatness on the inside of you. And the battle for this greatness is one you cannot quit on, is one you cannot give up on, no matter what life does at you. For as long as you're still alive, I think the Bible says a living dog is even better than a dead lion, because you still have the opportunity. And tomorrow, I believe, will be greater than yesterday. In fact, I dare say to you, your best days are still ahead of you. Your best days are not behind you. They are still ahead of you. And your greatest days and your bestest of days still lie ahead of you if you can remain true to what your journey is. Allow me also to thank every one of you, man, that has received us, and every one of you that has believed in us, and every last one of you that has continued to watch our show, man. I have seen you guys. Sometimes I am in groups and I find the YouTube link has done its rounds, man, until it finds me right back. And you never know, man, just how much it puts a smile on me. I mean, just so happy just to see it going around. A lot of you who have shared our content, I want to say a great big thank you. You keep giving us likes, and by the way, man, keep giving us some likes, my friend. Give us some thumbs up, man. Give us some great comments up in there, man. Let's know that then it is working for you, and let us know what your takeouts have been. Let us know that it has blessed your life. Let us know the lessons that you pick. I mean, it also encourages us, my friend. You know, while we encourage you, we don't mind some encouragement bouncing right back, and you just letting us know that then it is blessing you. For all of you who have subscribed to our shows, man, I couldn't thank you enough, my friend. I want to say thank you so much, and I also want to invite all of you who have not, please don't leave this show today before you hit that subscribe button. We want to continue building this family. We want to continue. How you ask yourself, how do you support the Goldmine Show? Couple of ways. Number one, subscribe, my friend. It is part of supporting us. Number two, give us a thumbs up, my friend. Number three, give us a good comment. Number four, invite a pal and give your shade out with them, and let them also enjoy and benefit from the content that we have spread out there, man. I think if you can do that on Instagram, we are on Instagram, the Goldmine Show. We are on YouTube, of course. That's where we are right now. We are also on Facebook, man. Subscribe, follow, share. Tell a friend to tell a pal. Let's grow this community, my friend. We have also seen, and we have seen some of those requests that, oh, are you going to bring us Njau and Wakavinye? Are you going to bring us, who else did I see us talking about? I saw you asking, are you going to bring us Guardian Angel? Are you going to bring, folks, 2021 will be big. Will be big, my friend. We will take it to the next level, my friend. It's gonna be a blast, man. You don't wanna miss any of our episodes, man. You wanna keep it glued. You wanna keep it locked, my friend. And allow me just to appreciate a couple of you, man, who have just followed us. I remember people like Ben Bros, man. Every time I read your comment, man, it blesses and encourages my heart. I see Masika Key, man. She will never fail to just comment. Masin do time, and fantastic, great fans. Michael Nyaga, man. You guys have been just amazing folks, man. And we just want to appreciate every last one of you. You have just consistently supported us. We are truly grateful. And of course, I must appreciate my wonderful wife, who has been such a support for me. Rachel Njau, man. You're just the best. Love you, darling, man. Thank you for all the support you've given us. Man, she has just been the force behind this, man. And really, and I must say, it's just been beautiful watching some of these couples that are working together. And it's just beautiful, man. You know, man, we hosted Cubby wa Jesus and Millie wa Jesus running as a couple, doing amazing things, reminding us that marriages work. I also remember K-Mo and my good friend Peek and Rach, man, doing it together, man. And it's beautiful. And I want to say also, I've been privileged just to have my wife supporting me through this. And as some of you have received those invitations even from my wife, she's done such an amazing job just supporting me all the way. And I just want to say, sweetheart, I love you and thank you so very much. I don't take your support for granted. And our beautiful daughters, man, I can tell you, every time when the Goldmine Show is running, it's become a family affair, man. And everybody, you should hear my own Samara just talking to people what the Goldmine Show is all about. It just blesses my heart. And therefore, Amani, Zawadi, Samara, and my wife, I want to thank you for just being the greatest family that have supported us, supported me through this particular journey. As I wind up, folks, believe in your dream. Give your dream a chance. Begin small, keep on building, but keep your eye on the goal. You can do anything that you dream to do. And I think at the end of life, the question shall be, for everything that God gave you, what did you do with it? What did you do with it? You can't bury your gift. You know what happened to the man who buried his. You just can't. There is help available. And I think the moment you step out, people begin to identify with it. Sometimes I hear people asking me, how did you get those guests? I'll be honest with you, I didn't know most of them. But as I stepped out, a friend connected me to a friend. And the next thing we knew is that we've had them on set. Today, I will tell you, even a lot of the people I'll bring, I probably don't even know them. But the moment you begin, and there is power in beginning, you cannot steer a stationary or a packed car, but you can steer a moving car. All it takes is the boldness to begin. If you begin and connect with people, I will tell you for free, help comes, support comes, and people identify with it. And therefore, in 2021, what is this that you've held on? If I told you that I wanted to do the Goldmine Show for more than 5 years, maybe that's a reality. I've wanted to do it for the longest. I've wanted to do it maybe even longer than 5 years. And I'm so grateful that good friends like Chris Atemo helped me to begin to package it together and launch. And I think the biggest deal is to start. If you can start, I think help will come your way. Would you do yourself a favor in 2021? Begin. Begin. Start. Start. Fear is a bad master. Rise past it. Begin. And in all probability, you're going to get the help you need. And don't fear reaching out for help. Don't fear. Reach out for help. And I know help is absolutely available. I want to thank my good friend Richie and Lenny, who have been such a tremendous blessing in running this show, man. Richie, man, I owe you, sir. Lenny, man, I absolutely owe you. You guys have just been absolutely amazing. And I even dare say some of the great friends that we have hosted here have been courtesy of these two wonderful, wonderful gentlemen from the Real House, Richie and Lenny. Man, I can't thank you guys enough. You've been such an amazing, amazing blessing. And I want to say, man, you want to do good production? Real House is an amazing place to be at, man. They're just amazing. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. And I want to also thank Keep Cottages just for allowing us just to be here. I want to take the opportunity to wish every one of you a great 2021. And from all of us at the Goldmine Show, I want to say, Merry Christmas, wonderful people. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to your loved ones. Merry Christmas to your families. And we want to take the opportunity as the Goldmine Show just to wish you a truly, truly blessed 2021. It's going to be a year that you've done stuff that you didn't even know was possible. You will do amazing stuff. And I pray that God would go before you and bless your every venture, your every activity. And I pray that as we connect on the 31st of December 2021, you'll have amazing testimonies of how far you have gone and how high you have sprung and how much impact your life is truly, truly, truly having. I pray that your life will be of impact to other people. I have learned over time that just to live for self is too low a level to live. You've got to elevate yourself higher and have your life impacting other lives. You begin to live when you start going beyond yourself and begin impacting other people. And therefore, as the Goldmine Show, my wife, myself, and my family, we want to take this opportunity to wish every one of you a truly Merry, Merry Christmas. And don't you forget that Jesus is a reason for the season, man. You can't celebrate his birthday without him. You ask yourself, as you do all you do in celebrating his birthday, does he approve of it? Would he be proud of how you celebrate his birthday? If the answer is yes, go ahead. But if the answer is no, think about it a little deeper. And as you cross the year, we have been told a lot, my friend. Corona is real. So what I want to do, remember the 3 simple protocols. Wash your hands, sanitize, social distance. We're excited that then there is probably a vaccine that is now starting to go around. But until it becomes widely available, I want to encourage you, my friend, to mask up. Keep your mask on. Cover your mouth, cover your nose. Keep safe, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side of 2021. God bless you. Subscribe, follow us, like, share, and join us at the Goldmine Show. And let's together build a great community that brings out the energy inside of us. God bless you, and see you in 2021.